Alright, so basically we're just going to stir it in here and get it ready to put into the container, where we're going to incubate it for about 10 hours. 10 hours is about the perfect time range I've found. You have to keep it about the 115 degrees to 118 degrees for those 10 hours. Okay, best way to do this, and I'm going to show you in just a moment here, once I get this in the container, and we'll go from there. Alright, so the best way I've found to incubate the yogurt over time is I have an electric range. I like to heat it up. The lowest temperature it goes to is 170 degrees Fahrenheit, so that obviously would kill the yogurt. Heat it up to the 170, you know, the base minimum. Preheat it to that temperature, it'll beep or whatever, it tells you that it's done. Once you have the yogurt in the container and you've gone through the steps that I've shown you so far, you've got it prepped and ready to incubate. Basically, turn off the oven, okay, clear it off, and just open it up and let some of that heat out, because you don't want 170 degrees. You want it to be around 110 to 120. You want to keep it right around there. So that's, again, why the thermometer comes in handy. It's very, very important. You don't need to watch it the entire 10 hours, but you do want to be able to periodically check back. So if you need to go to work or something, that's fine. Just make sure you've got something set up so that the temperature will maintain as close as possible. I like to use a water bath as well to kind of help keep that temperature steady, so it's not up and down. It's just a nice steady temperature to allow the yogurt cultures to do their thing, to incubate and to basically give you yogurt. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in the container. Now, I did half a gallon worth of yogurt. I only have a quarter gallon here, about a quart container. So I'll just do, you know, some of it here and show you. But you know, it's very simple from here. Making the least mess as possible. Pour that in. Okay. Now, just seal this up. This is an awesome container. I got this from Walmart in the home section, the kitchen section, basically for about like $4. So it's kind of cool. It's got a nice rubber seal and a clamp, so it's nice to be able to seal it up. From here, basically, I've got a water bath already set, and I'm just going to set that in there now. And what I like to do from here is just simply attach the thermometer. I'm going to move this over so you can see it here. I can clip the thermometer directly on the clamp itself for the container. It's in the water, but it's not touching the metal. The metal might give you a little inaccurate reading if it's touching the actual metal itself while it's in the oven. So I can just have it kind of suspended in the water, just about maybe 2 inches down in there. And basically I'm just going to watch the temperature. See, right now it's cooled down quite a bit. It's actually a little bit below 100 degrees. You want to make sure to get it back up there. So I'm going to just put some hot water in here, get the temperature up just from the faucet. Once it's around 115 degrees, I'm just going to place it in the oven here and just let it do its thing. I'll just check back periodically, maybe every, you know, for the first hour I might check back a couple times, but from there, you know, once I know it's going to stay a nice continuous temperature, just let it be and let it do its thing. 10 hours is just about perfect. Less than that, it's going to be a little more runny and not as cultured. More than that, might be a little more tangy. So if you like tangy yogurt, if you want it to be a little thicker, a little more tangy, then go for it. Leave it a little bit longer, 10 to 12 hours. But 10 hours seems to be just about right at about 115 to 118 Fahrenheit. Perfect, and you'll have some awesome yogurt. Now I'm just going to add some water here to get it set, and I'll talk to you real quick to kind of wrap this up. Alright, for now I'm just going to place it in the oven and get it set to do its thing. I had it in the sink and I just added hot water from the tap until it read about 120 degrees. It's the thermometer's on the outside of the actual container, the yogurt container in the water bath. So, you know, that temperature is eventually going to equal the temperature inside the container itself, or, you know, it might be a little bit cooler. So it brought to about 120, so it'll be about 118 inside. You know, eventually that will kind of match up, and, you know, the temperature will reduce a little bit and get to about 118 to 115, the range where we want it. So I'm just going to toss it in here. Now, water bath and all. So just basically slide it in, careful not to spill it, and place it so you can see the thermometer. So you can open it up real quick or just turn on the oven light depending on what you want to do, and check the temperature, make sure it's around the range you need it, and, you know, from there you can just let it go. Basically, after I prepped it and got the yogurt all in its container here, I put it in the water bath, as I said. I periodically check the temperature. There's probably only one period where probably about 6 hours into it, I took it out, I added more hot water from the tap, brought it back up to about 120 degrees, and put it back in there and just let it go, and it did its thing. And end result, I now have another ½ gallon of yogurt just from the last cup that I had. So I'm actually going to break into this. I mean, I hope you didn't think I wasn't going to show you the end result. I mean, it really works, and it's wicked easy if you do it right. There are a few simple steps you need to follow. If you follow everything as I showed you, and just follow the recipe and everything that I'm going to put up there on the side here for you, you know, there'll be a recipe and just the steps for doing it in text. You know, it's not easier to follow that, but I wanted you to see me do it in person as well, so you can see that this actually works. And this is an amazing way for you to save some money and just you know, continuously replicate your yogurt. So, you know, once you're finished, take about a cup of this and put it in some ice cube trays and freeze it. And the next time you make yogurt, you're going to have another starter. You're going to have some more cultures that are ready to go. I wouldn't keep them frozen forever, but you know, maybe a couple weeks probably won't hurt them. But you know, it's awesome. So save some money. You know, initially there's an investment. You might be spending $10 to $15 to get the thermometer, get the container, get the dry milk, get all that stuff together. But the thing is, afterwards, you just, because I mean, I was going through the little, you know, the 4-cup container, which is about $3 to $3.50. I was going through that every couple days. So you know, I'm spending a good $7 a week on yogurt. So this, I mean, this is just a gift that keeps on giving. So I wanted to share this with you guys. It's been a great thing for me. And you know, I don't add sweetener. You can add vanilla extract, maybe add about 2 teaspoons to ½ a gallon. Add some sugar if you like. If you're going to add sugar, add something like brown sugar or you know, more of a natural sugar. You know, but avoid it if you can. If you can eat plain yogurt, just add some fruits. Add some blueberries, add some bananas, add something that's going to add its own, you know, natural sweetener, and you'll be good to go. So, you know, the idea is to try to reduce your sugars, but a great way to get your protein is your yogurt. So, I'm going to just crack open this real quick and just show you the texture and give it a try, and that's it. And you've made your own homemade yogurt, and just, you know, hopefully it's gave you some good value. And maybe save you some money over time here, so let me know what you think. We're gonna crack this open here. I haven't actually been in this yet, so I haven't even stirred it. And I will do that now. Yeah, see, it's nice and thick. I mean, it's a decent texture for yogurt here. So let me get this all stirred up. You can make sure everything is completely combined and a good mixture here. This is why you add the dry milk, because it really just thickens it up and adds that extra texture. So it makes just a nice, creamy, tangy yogurt. It is so good. I mean, you wouldn't even know that it's not store-bought, except for it's natural. It's homemade by you. So it's got all that goodness, all that tender, loving care, and it's just amazing. So, all right, I'm gonna show you the texture, and you can already see it. See, it's decent. All right, it's not that thick stuff. I mean, you could add more dry milk if you wanted to make it thicker. All right, now, obviously, I need to show you that I'm gonna eat this stuff, just so you know. I mean, wouldn't really be a proof if you know, I made it, but didn't actually show you me eating it. So, got my homemade yogurt here, freshly homemade, saved me some money, and it's really, really good. So I'm just gonna try some here. It's awesome, just a perfect creamy texture, just as normal yogurt should be. And it's unflavored, it's just kind of tangy, but it's so good. You know, if you're used to tangy, just like unsweetened yogurt, then great. I mean, add sugar if you want, and it will just be like a normal sweet sugar, or excuse me, sweetened yogurt. But I love it the way it is. I love it nice and tangy. It's great to add on cereal, add in some shakes, make some bread, just make pancakes. Just a great way to add a little bit of a sour flavor, and more of a tangy flavor, not necessarily sour flavor, but it's wicked good. So, you know, try it out. This sat for just almost exactly 10 hours before I took it out. Right around 115-ish, 118 degrees. So that's all you need to do. So try it on your own here. If you have any questions, let me know. This has been BetterBody90 or Jason Croxford making our own homemade yogurt here. So hopefully it saved you some money.